This is Hannibal. Bad news for the UFC and Conor McGregor today. Of course, he's still the UFC's best known star. He was found civilly guilty of rape in a Dublin court today and has to pay 250,000 euros in damages. That is about 260,500 US and 364,000 Canadian, because our Canadian dollar sucks. The person he was accused of raping back in 2018 at a Dublin hotel is known as Nikita Hand. She had accused McGregor, who's now 36, of brutally raping her and battering her after she invited him to join her and a friend at a Christmas party at the hotel. Of course, Conor is still married during all this. The woman also alleged that another man, James Lawrence, who's at the party, sexually assaulted her. This is interesting. The jury found that Lawrence did not find this James Lawrence got guilty of assaulting her, so she may have been untruthful about that. After she spoke outside the court, and she said she was overwhelmed by the support she receives. I don't know really enough about this situation to comment on it, other than it's not for Conor or the UFC. As far as the actual financial payment, that's pennies to a guy like McGregor, who also recently acted in the remake of Roadhouse, which I thought he did a very good job, stole the show in that movie. In other news, I'll just say brief wrestling news. Saraya, aka Paige, is apparently taking a break from AEW. She's still under contract, but she'll be taking a break from appearing, which I find funny considering she hardly appears. AEW is the biggest wrestling job in the history of wrestling. Tony Khan is the best in the history of wrestling as far as paying people for doing nothing. I didn't hear about Justin Trudeau getting caught on a Diddy video. Never heard that. I'm not in Canada right now. But honestly, just because everybody went to, and I'm no expert on Diddy, but like, he was a celebrity, and I'm not sure if every single party he ever had or every single celebrity that ever went to his house necessarily did the bad stuff that happened at times at his house. I mean, that's just the truth. I've known people that have done really bad things, and I've been actually very surprised to find out when things like that have happened. I mean, that's just my account. I'm sure some of the people that hung out at Diddy's house were involved in that type of behavior, but I'm not sure each and every single person. But there you go. Sister Mary, my spam. So, I'll be interested to see how that plays out. He was supposed to fight in UFC, going back to McGregor, but he mysteriously no-showed an Irish press conference and backed out of the fight because of an issue with his toe. It remains to be seen if that fight will still happen. Usually UFC will still put controversial fighters out there. They're not as, and I mean, this might change with WWE now that they're owned by TKO, but WWE usually washes their hands with controversy pretty fast. Good example, Enzo, who had some false accusations against him. They just got rid of Enzo, even though he was innocent. And he never came back to WWE. But again, he's not on the level of Conor McGregor, and it's UFC and it's different owners now. So again, I don't know anything about the story, and I don't know McGregor personally. I do find it interesting that the one accusation from the girl against the other guy was not found to be true. But I'm not saying anything. Connor definitely is a heel, and he's easily to be portrayed as a heel, and this was a jury verdict. But again, I don't know anything about it, other than it's a bad situation all around, including to the woman, and I feel bad for whatever she had to go through.